Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is 2:53 in the afternoon, 5th of April. Happy Easter. Hope you're eating lots of chocolate. I just had a Lotus Biscoff ice cream thing. So tasty. Amazing. However, that is not the topic of conversation for today. Um, Another habit that I've found to dislike in people, and this goes out to my fellow gym goers, is not putting away your weights, not cleaning up after yourself. Why are you doing that? Or rather, why are you not doing that? It's kind of irritating. It's kind of annoying for the person that's coming after you. Literally just yesterday, there was some guy, he wasn't even deadlifting in sort of like the free weight section. He moved the bar to the kind of warm up area bit, and he's deadlifting sort of 100, 140, I think it was. So that's three plates on either side, which is really good strength. However, he just left it there after he finished. I think he just picked up his water bottle, his towel, his phone, just looked at the bar and thought, "Wow, that's a lot of effort that is," and just walked off. That's irritating, man. That's so annoying because now when I'm coming up into the gym and I'm looking for a free bar to start squatting or whatever, there's 140 plates already on it. Now I need to expend energy just to clean up a mess that I didn't even make. That's so irritating. That is and I bet you think that it's only guys that do this, right? No, it's not. It's also girls. Because get this, girls can hip thrust, and they can hip thrust a lot of weight for some reason. More weight than they can deadlift, more weight than they can do any other lifting. But for some reason with hip thrusts, they've just unlocked strength. I'm not sure from where, not sure why, but they have. And I know there's a girl who consistently does it because it annoys me every time she does it. She just puts up, like, again, 100 or 140 on the bar, and then she hip thrusts and then she leaves. That's so annoying. And it's even more difficult when it's straight off the floor because you kind of need to drag the plates across the floor. If you're sort of benching 140 and it's kind of suspended in the air, it does make it a little bit easier for you to put the weights away. That's not an excuse, but it kind of works, so it's fine. But it's just so annoying. It is just so annoying because because the only people who could be bothered to do that are just going to be the people paid by the gym to clean it up, like the gym instructors and all that. It's so irritating. However, I'd also like to say, because I'm a very balanced and well rounded individual, I do see other people's points of view. The stuff with the deadlift and hip thrust doesn't work. However, with a leg press, for example, or any kind of plate loaded machine where you're just stacking plates, I think it's acceptable to leave one or two plates after you're done. Because, say, for example, on leg press, when a lot of people are putting up sort of five or six plates on each side, if you leave two plates on there, I think that kind of becomes a warm up for some people, for most people, for the average guy, I would say. So I think that's acceptable because it's just kind of a lot of effort to move five plates when the person waiting for it is kind of already he's kind of already warmed up and he's probably going to start with two or three plates, so fair enough. And I think it's also a big question just to ask them, how many plates do you want on? Because they might be just as strong as you and lift the same amount of weight as you, so it might be okay. Another instance where it's kind of okay is, for example, with the dumbbells, when you're putting them back, all it takes is for one person to put the dumbbell back in the wrong place, and then everyone else, it just sets off a domino effect for everyone else. Like if you got 112 in the wrong place, well, now the 15 is gonna have to go somewhere else, right? So fine, I'll let you off of that. But when you're deadlifting or even squatting, any kind of big movement, any of the big compound movements, you've got to be putting that shit away, man, because it's just irritating. It is just irritating. But that's it. That's my rant over for today. Um, I really want to learn how to do a handstand. I can do a frog stand, but I'll update you as and when. Bye.